Hello folks, how are you doing? Today we have another special model of the Volkswagen Golf 8 because today we are driving the GTE, which is a hybrid version which has exactly the same horsepower as the GTI that we just previously tested, and we will use the drift box and go out on the open Autobahn and test how fast it really goes. Without further talking, I think there's not much to say besides the fact that it even got more torque than the regular GTI. Of course, that is not a number that will be available all of the time, but at least for a short period of time. For this pull-through, this GTE could even have an advantage comparison to the GTI. So let's get out on the Autobahn, put it in S. We have put the traction control in the sport handling mode as always, so that we can engage the launch control. Let's see how fast it goes. We're starting off electric, but the engine will be now coming. But let's actually start with an acceleration purely electric, because that's also possible. So let's now see how fast the GTE goes from 100 to 200. Maybe, let's say, this kickdown boost really brings an advantage in this figure. So guys, you have seen it. This car is a bit special because I've tried several times, and the run where you actually keep it full throttle all the time is a lot slower than if you, let's say, lift the throttle and put back on the throttle again, because there's something probably like a 10-second or 15-second power boost which is then over some time. And yeah, I think we managed to do something 100 to 200 time if you keep it flat down was something around 24-25 seconds, and if you lift the throttle a few times, we could even get it down to 18 seconds with this, let's say, pull-through mechanism. You can really see the big difference there in a 100 to 200 run with pulling that, or 0 to 200 run pulling that, compared to just keeping it full throttle. And nevertheless, I think those figures, if you consider the pull-through performance, are quite nice, because they put it very close to the Golf 8 GTI, and actually also very close, of course, to a lot of Golf 7 GTIs. Significantly faster, of course, than something like a Golf 7 GTE, which had 40 horsepower less and didn't have such an, let's say, effective acceleration mechanism. Specifically 100 to 200, this car is definitely quicker if you take the full acceleration out of it. But without further talking, we will have a lot more fun with this car on the country road, and of course also test a bit of the handling capabilities, not only straight line performance. Interesting drivetrain, I would even say, specifically because this car is very, very attractive in leasing rates. Not only the regular Golf 8 is very attractive, but specifically if you get this, let's say, EU subsidy for the electrified car, in many countries you can get a big discount on something like a GTE in comparison to a GTI. So check out your dealer offers that you have, because in some areas this car is even half of the price of an existing Golf 8 GTI, and that is very, very interesting, I guess, with very similar performance.